Hi guys, welcome back to Debo Reports. Please don't forget to like our page, subscribe and comment. We love constructive criticisms and your updates and your comment just to encourage us, and it's just a passion. It's not that it's monetized or anything. Just to support us. Like, you can share our YouTube page. You can comment, you can give us your feedback and how you want us to improve. So today we want to conclude the last parts of Nigerian government and politics. And we did part 1, part 2, and this is the third part, and this is the concluding part. Well. So many things has going on between last month and this month, and several policies, several scenarios, several situations. But one thing is a fact that the Nigerian government has to set up. The last time, the first part, we did the first part 1. We discussed how the problems of the Nigerian state, Nigerian government and politics currently. Part 2, we did an appraisal of the Tinubu's administration and and of the government, and we saw some improvements. This part 3, we want to just give you the facts and conclude on that. Like I said in the earlier parts of Nigerian government and politics, that it's very complex, it's big, it's broad. It's not something you can just summarize. But of course, we have to summarize because of we don't have enough time, and it's not a lecture. We want to make it interesting, So the first thing, recently, like the NLC, they went on strike. Most time when the NLC call on strike in Nigeria, people don't take them serious because they are just be like sleeping dogs. They're just like when somebody they just back, they don't bite. There's no action. They may call off the strike like 1 hour before the intended strike or 2 days. But this time around, they actually went to, they blocked the domestic and international airports. There was national power outage in the whole of the country. We saw them, we saw some protests, we saw people. But before I go to the NLC strike and the implications, I have a fact, something I wanted to ask the present government administration, not only the federal government, at the federal level, including states. We have so many parties, we have different parties at the state level. We have ABGA, maybe in the east. We have PDP in the west. We have APC in the west. We also have PDP in the east. We have PDP in the north. We also have APC in the north, west, east, and so on and so forth. Don't they have advisors? Don't you have people that tell you people the truth? There are people hungry in Nigeria. People if you look at the situation of Nigeria, inflation is everywhere. That's the claim. The claim of so-called APC people, the supporters. I always say, I'm not a party member, I'm not a PDP, I'm not an APC. But we have to just say the facts. Inflation is everywhere. Yes. What are you doing about it? You can't be lavishing in wealth where people are suffering, languishing in poverty. It's something to cry about. You can't be eating affluently. People wanted it to be there. I know that in Nigeria, we tend to have this when we get to power, we tend to steal. We tend to have this they want to get gains of our election. They want to reap what they did not sow. That's what I will call it. What did not sow, they want to reap it in multi-food. Why don't you do that? Also help your people. It's annoying. We keep on repeating the same thing and again. Even this one they did the strike, they will still do it. Look at the Senate president. What are they saying? They say things, they do things, they pass bills. Imagine the things that are going on at the point of your celebration of your 1-year administration in office. That's the Tinubu's administration, 1-year celebration. You went to go and introduce national anthem 2 weeks. I just feel like it's a diversion of what is going on in the country. You need to divert. They need to divert what was actually going on in the country, and by introducing national anthem for what? For what are you introducing national anthem for? I don't understand. What are you replacing? Is there anything like slavery or pre-independent something, informal anthem you want to change? Or you want to be in the history book? Because there are people that created more states, their names are there. People that created more, introduced new policy, national anthem, their things are there. What if somebody comes in 8 years' time and reverts back to the old anthem? Is there a possibility? Imagine another party comes to power. Let's say PDP or another party, I don't know, a Labour Party or any PDP, anybody. Even though you know that this party, they're going to stay there for it. That's I said, after 8 years, they now revert back. They revert to the old national anthem. What do you think is it not just a waste of time? Wasting of people's knowledge, there's no change national anthem, but not at this critical time. They are pressing things that should be attended to, no national anthem. I remember there's a former governor of Osun State. He changed, he called the state of Osun from Osun State. He changed it when the former governor was that's Governor Abeshola. Oh, by the way, I heard that he has been expelled from his party. That's another special case. So when he was in power for 8 years, he was in the state of Osun. PDP came to power after he left office. Yeah, after he left office, APC was still in power. That was his own stooge, whatever. But they've had misunderstanding. What's the I don't know. I've forgotten his name. He was there for 4 years, maintained state of Osun. When PDP came to power, they reverts to the old Osun State. Please, are we not just wasting our time? Which one is state of Osun? Which one is Osun State? Same national anthem. Mr. President, I don't know. I feel that, and the Federal Executive Council, and I don't know, even the governors, National Assembly, House of Assembly members in each state. Let me leave the state level now. The National Assembly people at the federal level, the one that did this work, you quickly passed a bill to, based on president, they signed it. Okay, your name is in this. It's created a new national anthem. You wanted to use one we're using, that pre-independence national anthem. You wanted to just use this for what? What is the motive behind that? To be recognized by the constitution or in the history of Nigeria that during your tenure, this was the achievement you did. You changed. We had a new national anthem. For crying out loud, there are more crucial things at stake. Minimum wage. Those who know that at the federal level, if you achieve minimum wage, the states will follow. Fine, some states are actually poor. But some people like Lagos, they can afford more than what they are claiming. Some other states can afford to pay high minimum wage. Even private corporations and private companies will also do that. Why can't Mr. President? Why can't his team members and National Assembly members? Why are they doing that? Like, those people have conscience. Like, I know that there's people don't have conscience. Let me remove the use of conscience. There's no conscience. But don't use your advisors. You have special advisors, for goodness sake. That's what you are paying them for. You have a special assistants, special advisors. You even have planning team. Who are you advising people to be doing that? At least, what is the national attention? Like, people say, okay, as I'm launching my 1 year, I want to, increase minimum wage. That would be a good advice. Anyway, let's go back to the NLC. NLC is to go on strike, which was a big one. Kudos. How can you pay people? Inflation is increasing, and salaries are not increasing. Income is not correlating with expenses. Look at National Assembly. Go and check their salary. One of the highest paid judiciary in the world, in the legislation in the world. Even though I remember for recent, the presidency increased the salary of Supreme Court judges or whatever court of appeal. I don't know what they increased. They increased one. Why can't you do the same for workers? You are saying that there's not enough money to go around. But there's enough money to be traveling for trips. Like I keep on emphasizing, cut government spending. I kept emphasis on that, like cut government spending. You can't be, you say you claim your country is poor and you are lavishing big. You have a lot of things to at stake to clean. There's the issue of Japa movements. The economic class have moved. They are moving. People that are supposed to help your economics to grow, they are leaving the country. You are concerned with national anthem. I don't understand. Like I don't understand. Sometimes some people have given up on Nigeria as a country. Many people have given up. Even I sometimes just say maybe one day they will listen. Maybe one day if they play, maybe somebody will think and advise them. Like there are crucial matters. I said to be changing national anthem at 2 weeks for your 1 year anniversary. Like must they go on strike before you listen to them? Like are you not going to pass? At least if they even pass through the airports, they land in the domestic or private, whatever they used to use, they will still pass through the road. Are you not seeing that there's poverty in the land? Are you not seeing that insecurity is high at a high level? Unemployment, jackpot, like people are, the economic class, people that contribute to the economy, most of them are living. The people that are young, healthcare zero, security zero, education zero, and you are changing national anthem. Please now, what is it? Let's I don't know. I know. I feel hopeful for the country. Like I said, we have to be positive. But let's call a spade a spade. If you flop as an for the 1 year, I feel like there's a flop. From the first day they removed fuel subsidy. Before you did that, they did that when they announced the removal of fuel subsidy. When he was giving his inaugural speech, when he and that was May 29 last year. That was in 2023. There was no measure in place. You saw the, exchange with people that are doing business and all sorts of things. If the economy is bad, we are pleading on, the federal government. Let me use the word federal, state, local government don't have power in Nigeria. Those ones are like how will I put it? They are like toddlers in the administration. So we focus on federal and states. They need to, their advisors. I'm not saying that, like somebody will say like you will steal money, corruption. Corruption is that the politicians will steal money and they'll go and invest in another person's country. And not even creating infrastructure in place and not creating employment. If you steal money and not even developing your own, even their village, they will go and be living in Abuja or Lagos. Like some national assembly cannot even live. Some former past governors, they cannot live in their home states. We don't want to call names, but we know them. They cannot live in their home state. They cannot even stay there and close their eyes and live there. They cannot even go through the road. Some of them due to insecurity. Some of them, they say they don't have lights in the state. Some of them, they are just going. Some present governors they go to parties every week. We know them. They go like regularly. Even some of them not even every week. It's twice. They're not even in their own states. They come to Lagos. Lagos is their meeting point. Lagos, majorly. They go to parties like 2 or 3 days. So I feel the Nigerian government need to focus on, the masses. It's not when the election is coming, they'll start running gigi up and down, doing, let's watch them now. Maybe towards, when they want to do another 2 years now, they'll bring another kind of policy just to distract or divert. Why would you do that? But people go on strike. Currently, there's face reality. There's food inflation in the country. There's insecurity in the country. Education is declining. No infrastructure, no health care. It's like, and here people are thinking of, the other day, the Senate president was just saying all sorts of things. Like I just like weep for the country. Like wow. Like don't people have conscience? Like I said, they don't have conscience. Like, but I feel that they have advisors. Like if it's the technocrats, advising you, technocrats should be at least a little bit fair. And in history, like we say that. In the history of when they are saying history, what would they say about you as a person when you're in government? Don't think that you will not get told. Don't think you will not live there, and don't think anything can happen. Some have been there. Abacha was once there, and is nowhere to be found now. So let's and some others. We hope that they've already signed an agreement with the NLC for increase the minimum wage. Hopefully, let's see what they come out with. And we wish ourselves the best. Let me not wish them the best. We just hope and we continue to expect something tangible. That's all. It's a very sad one, like a closing sad one. We always have something new to discuss every week about Nigerian government. Same to every country. Many things are happening globally in the world. We have Russia, Ukraine, we have Israel, Palestine, we have so many things. We have the US election coming, which is very interesting, and that's what I'm going to be speaking in our next topic when we meet again. And please don't forget to like Debo Reports, share with your friends, your associates. Like I said, this is not an academic video. It's just just to be current affairs, and I'm not using academic angle. As a student myself, I'm also a student, but just to keep abreast of what is going on in the world currently, globally. And like I said, it's not only about, I think, okay, we should not discuss elections. Let's discuss something another interesting. Though politically, like I always put political, I will give you something new. We mix politics is something else, something else was going on globally, which is very interesting. Hi. So, bye. I say hi. So, guys, please like, subscribe, share, and also give us your feedback. Until next time, see you. Bye-bye.